J Money is money laying the 8 with the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Lakers. Tell me why.
Yeah, I like the Bucks in this spot. They did lose to the Lakers in their last matchup on March 8th. That was when I believe it was like Giannis' first game back. But the Bucks are finna be on this revenge tour, man. I think they finna start smacking teams up. The Lakers have not been playing many road games. They've had a very favorable schedule over their last 10, 11 games. This is only their second road game in their last 11 games. They're only 13 and 19 against the spread on the road as well. That's the fifth worst ATS record on the road in the NBA. Bucks are getting better. They're getting healthier. 4-1 straight up and against the spread last 5 games, 5-2 straight up and against the spread last 7 games. And the Lakers play 8 of their last 11 games on the road. I do believe that they take a slide here. So did jump on the Bucks early, but I still lay the 8 with them as well. I like the Bucks by double digits in this particular spot.
ALW, I tend to agree with J Money that it looks like they're going to try to prove some points here coming down the stretch with 3 of their guys healthy and start to put something together before they head into the playoffs. Any thoughts?
Yeah, it's the Bucks or nothing for me. With the Lakers off that Pacers kind of barn burner, it was like 150 to 145. Can only look to the Bucks. They've been rolling. I've talked about a little bit, in my writing about the officiating change and how that's benefited teams that don't rely on that free throw rate. Weirdly, the Bucks have a high free throw rate on offense, but they have been the best team against the spread since that officiating change. So they have figured out how to weather the storm despite that being part of their identity. And I think it's a good sign for them in the playoffs as well. As you mentioned, we talked about it in the live section, but having that ability to not rely on getting to the line and still being able to cover, win is huge for the playoffs. So, and especially in this particular spot against the Lakers, who they lost to last game.
Yeah, let me be careful before I say what I really want to say about the Lakers, because I think overall they just don't have enough. They haven't played that well the entire season, and we are biting our tongue about actually talking about how bad the Lakers have been out of pure respect for LeBron James. I think that is the narrative out there. And that's like, you know what? I'll speak for myself. The reason I haven't said I think the Lakers are trash is because purely out of respect for LeBron James. I think the coaching is lacking. I know Anthony Davis has been out there. He's been playing really well, and he's been actually playing all season long. So I love that about the squad. But overall, LeBron is starting to run out of gas, and no one really wants to say that. And when he runs out of gas, the entire team is going to run out of gas. I just don't think overall they're that good of a basketball team. As Jay alluded to, they've been playing a ton of games at home. The last time the Lakers had a quality win on the road, let's see, if you want to call the Clippers game a road game, that was February 28th. They won that game 116-112, as Jay Money laughs. Okay, Utah Jazz isn't a quality road victory. At Charlotte, okay, at the New York Knicks, February 3rd, and they went back-to-back, February 1st at Boston, February 3rd, New York Knicks. That's almost 2 months ago, fellas. That's the last time the Los Angeles Lakers have had a quality road win. I don't see why they go to Milwaukee and get a win here as they start a 6-game stretch. They go Milwaukee, at Memphis, at Indiana, at Brooklyn, at Toronto, at Washington. So it gets a little softer after Milwaukee, but primetime game, I agree with Jay wholeheartedly that the Lakers flat out don't have enough, and Milwaukee is going to be on a little bit of similarly to what the Nuggets did coming out of the break. I think that's what Milwaukee's going to try to do to close the year and get a lot of minutes under the belt with the big trio playing some of their best ball and feeling good going into the playoffs. Unlike last year when they kind of stumbled in, thought they were just going to beat up on Miami without Giannis, and Giannis was taking probably games off that he could have played, and then that woke him up. So I think they learned from that, and they're trying to put together a run here to close the year. Jay, any thoughts before we move on?
No thoughts from me. I broke it down. I gave you all my notes. I like the Bucks here by double digits.
Okay, for sure.
One thing I do want to add, so to that free throw rate point, the officiating difference that I'm talking about, they've been calling fewer fouls at the rim, right? So, and the free throw rate in particular has affected the Lakers since then. They're a team that has consciously relied on free throw rate on offense and not fouling on defense. So in particular, that is something that's affected them, and they have not looked great since then. They're just 9-9 ATS since that change on around February 9th is that demarcation.